Good night, everybody. Welcome back to another chart review. I'm Noble Investor. Tonight, I just want to show you guys how I was able to make $718 on the charts. Selling gold. So let's jump in. Um, so just based off the new outlay chart outlay, I am now partnered with Top Step, and the aim is to perform the same way I did with Apex evaluation account, to pass it and to bring it to PA and get some payouts. So this is just my journey to that. So coming in on the day, the daily time frame, as my method states, you plot your previous day low, your previous day high. So let's build bias. So the market is trading out of a daily fair value gap right here. So we had a move up into the daily fair value gap with a strong rejection out coming into today. So we have previous day low with the market opening up here. So ideally, you want to see the wick created on a 1 hour to represent a change in market flow, so that you can now target previous day low. Also, other sell side liquidity resting down below, which will be here and here as external liquidity. So we have all the external liquidity plotted out on the higher time frame. Now, coming in on the charts, let's clean up some more, plot our levels so that they display properly, because all of this matters. So now the market will open around here. So plot the previous 4 hour low, 4 hour high. Now the market opened in a bullish momentum. This was indicated by this sweep of liquidity right here on the 1 hour time frame, which targeting the range of this candle. You can see that, or rather, let's do it. Let's flip it the next way. Why is my fibs now? Oh, I need to cut it like this. So coming in on the day now, we have this 1 hour range with overall bearish market sentiment. So we have a perfect golden retrace zone into the 78% of this candle. So now let's back down on the 5 minute to see what lies here. So we have 5 minute fair value gap up there, and this would have been market open. So market was delivering out of this 5 minute fair value gap right here. So this fair value gap sponsored, it's pushed down. Let's say you took it off this inversion right here. You took the trade off this inversion using, yeah, it wouldn't be the cleanest because it wouldn't have gotten a full on change in state of delivery until here. But let's say you got your buys right here. Stops resting below this candle or this low. So ideally, you don't want to market retrace. You want our, yeah, mark would have already filled this area, and as such, this will be a protective wall targeting the maximum consequent encroachment of this move, of this fair value gap right here. So this is one trade, risking $200. You'd walk away with around 300. You'd walk away with around yeah, around $250 of this trade right here. But this wasn't the trade I took. I came in the market and I saw this move played out. So let's go on the 1 hour time frame. So this CTR, 1 hour CTR would have been complete based off of this buys into this area. But we're also still bearish. And given that we're bearish, we're waiting on this wick to be created on the 1 hour. This was confirmed right here. Let's remove this zone for now. No longer need that. So this line represents a 1 hour sweep. So liquidity was swept here, and let's reuse some of these markups. We got an inversion. I wouldn't want to use here. Well, it did invert it on the 3 minute, but let's say clean up price action on the 5. So the 5 minute fair value gap here. Still no fair value gap. This was an opposing liquidity that also got filled. So from this move, from this area, prime sell, the best selling opportunity was out of this area. Stops are staying right there. Targeting here. And this is just a bigger trade. This is the trade that we often miss on gold, but it's a trade that is worth waiting for. So identifying that you're in a bearish market, you're waiting for a bearish setup, allowing the buys to play out so that the opposing run, the we call this a manipulation leg to play out, bullish manipulation until now the market confirm and bearish market structure, especially after this inversion here on a 5 minute, which led to clear change in state of delivery, followed by fair value gap. So ideally, I would say there were so many opportunities to get sales in the market. This being the first presented sells, giving the area a point of interest. You take a definitely confident sells. Market confirmed later that it's in bearish market flow and it broke bullish structure because this is being a lower, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, and this higher low got broken in this displacement leg, which was clearly identified, or it's a giveaway by this displacement. So you're getting a displacement through a structure point, followed with a fair value gap where you could get the retest entry here. And studying price on the 5 minute as well. We see we get a bullish closure down, price open, fail to take out this low and push up into the fair value gap. Filled it completely. Opened, traded lower, didn't take this low. Still playing in this area until displacement downwards again. So again, this area targeting, covering, I would say here, this structure point in the 5 minute. Now we are the liquidity we would target. You have previously low right here, which would be 1 to 3. So roughly $230. Here, $600. We are looking at around 7, and that's $1,000, 1,700, 1,700 right there, and sells with just $200 risk. My energy is kind of low, but this is just ideally how you can come in and trade gold. Be patient, understanding the market flow. Gold was heavily bearish on the 4 hour, heavily bearish on the daily, heavily bearish on the 1 hour, even though we had this retracement. But this retracement was valid for the drop that came afterwards. And ideally, in the future, the aim is to have up to 5 max top step accounts, the 20 Apex, Futures Elite, and just trade prop firms and become a full-time day trader. And this is the journey onto success. This is the journey onto me achieving all of this. So yeah, if you're watching, if you like the content, if you want me to do anything more, just drop out your comments, like the video, like leave your feedbacks. I'm here to learn and grow, but also make a lot of money. And I'm building a community, and I'm sharing my journey because this means a lot to me. I poured a lot of life into this. I poured a lot of life into this, and this skill itself, it pays you back with so much more. I'm no trader. I'm no investor. This is me showing you how I trade gold. Jump on tomorrow. I live stream and dropping my recap. Peace. I'm out.